Hi Aries, welcome to your weekly reading. I'm Jude. Aries, this is a reading for the week of the 29th of May. And to start with the Aries, we're going to look at what's been going on, what's been happening for you. Then we'll get into the week of the 29th of May. We'll look at what the challenges might be and what might come in to help you. All right. So for Aries, what's been going on? And thank you for the likes and the shares and subscribes. It does make a difference, so I really appreciate it. And yeah, I hope the readings are helpful or enjoyable for you in some way. All right, so what have we got? Right. So we've got the Four of Cups. Oh, and the Ace of Swords. So Aries, this feels like something's been put to you, like an offer or an opportunity, and it's quite an emotionally based one. But there's a sense with that Four of Cups of a little bit of resistance from you. Like, I don't know, not feeling it. And then the Ace of Swords says there's a whole new way of thinking that kicks in. So you're kind of there sitting under the tree looking at what's being offered to you, and it's been offered before, but you're kind of like, it's not lighting you up, is what I can see. But the Ace of Swords says there's a new way of thinking about this. And I'm just feeling underneath, I just heard, look underneath. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. So there's a whole new cycle sort of showing up here, Aries, and it's got potential and possibility for you. All right. So the week of the 29th of May, what have we got? Another ace is on the table, so you've got two of the four aces already. Something new, something's cooking, it feels like, for Aries. Ace of Pentacles, the Moon, Two of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. So yeah, and it's interesting because here the offer that's being put to you, as I said, doesn't look like this little character's too interested. But this is something that's being shown as like, this has got huge potential or possibility. There's a lot of worth or value in this offer. And this feels like a new energy. So maybe something was put to you and you're like, but then you had an idea, a thought, an idea, and maybe you've worked out a way with this Wheel of Fortune to make it work. That's feeling really like, oh yes, I can feel that. And then it's a different shaped thing because we've got a pentacle here, not a cup. Yeah, it's interesting because there's a lot of duality in these next couple of cards. The Moon and the Two of Pentacles. Feels like it's a bit of a balancing act here. How are you going to navigate this, I feel? But, you know, you do, according to these cards, because the Nine of Cups is, this little character is very confident, sitting in a good position, feeling very comfortable about where they're at. I'm cool. I've got everyone around me that I need around me, but I know who I am. I know what I'm doing, and there's a really strong sense here of, sometimes this is even a wish fulfillment card. Now, because it's directly sitting with this Wheel of Fortune, maybe there's something you've been really wanting here, Aries, and it's like, for some of you, obviously these are general, so it's not going to resonate for everyone, but if you'd like to share and pop something in the comments, please do. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what this is. Because it feels like you've sat and you've looked at this offer and then you've had this inspired idea about how you can work with this and make it into something, I feel, and bring the balance that you're looking for. And it does feel like you're sitting pretty happy about that. All right, so what's the challenge in this for you? What's the challenge, Leo? Leo, now that's interesting. Wonder why I said Leo. Maybe you've got a fire Leo person around you. The challenge is the Seven of Wands, Aries. And Aries, when we get the Seven of Wands, sometimes this can be us keeping our boundaries, you know, so keeping our personal boundaries in place, or maybe it's stepping up. Do you have the skills to step up and navigate this? Or, you know, often it's a card of like promotion at work or business, but it's a rising energy. Now, because it's showing as a challenge, maybe your challenge in this is going to be how you hold your ground, or feeling like you've got to step into a leadership role in some way, Aries, and maybe it's challenging you a little. So what will help you? Let's look at what will help you with this. 7 of Cups, King of Swords, Knight of Cups, Hanged Man. Yeah, okay. So, what will help you, Aries? You know, maybe you've got an air sign person around you, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Maybe you get a little bit of legal guidance, but it does definitely feel like there's a choice or a decision that you're making here. And when we get the 7 of Cups, you know, it can talk about how we make our choices, whether there's some unconscious drivers at play here. You know, are you looking at the finances, or are you looking at the job title, or what will this bring you? Where will it locate you? There's lots of reasons we can make our choices and decisions, but when we get this card, it says, you know, think about what's good for your soul. And making a decision here from a very well thought out, because you've got this Ace of Swords and then the King of Swords, it's kind of like using very strategic thinking, I feel. Very clear and decisive thinking, but also very strategic. But it's interesting because it also brings in this Knight of Cups, which is this, it has to feel like it's on purpose or has an emotional connection for you, because that was the issue right at the start. It didn't feel like it emotionally grabbed you, Aries. And so the thing that's going to help you rise or, you know, step up into this, should you choose to, is understanding the emotional connection for you, but also having some very clear thinking or some legal guidance, maybe even, and really weighing it up, not rushing. There's a very strong sense here of don't rush this. Do the homework, do the due diligence, and look at this from all angles, all perspectives. There's a couple of cards here that are asking you to really consider this from almost like your higher self. What would your higher self want? But it's also trying to get a big like 360 view of this so that you can see all aspects of it. All right. Okay, Aries, I'm just going to close your reading out with a message from Spirit. Wow, okay. 2 queens. Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. Now, because we've got the King and the Queen of Swords on the table, for me, you know, that can often mean it's about a relationship because it's a pair. But the Queen of Swords is repeating kind of what that King of Swords is doing. It's saying, be very clear in your thinking, very strategic in your thinking, very decisive in your thinking, and your communication. Be, you know, crystal clear, thought and word. And the Queen of Cups, you know, says keep your balance here. Keep your emotional balance. As you navigate through this, it's like don't let your emotions carry you away. Not that they would, Aries. And I'm not saying don't have emotions either, because we've all got those. But it's saying just keep a very calm emotional energy and really think this through from all angles. All right, that's what I have for you in the cards today. I hope you have a fabulous week. And bye from me, and I'll see you next week.